So we're going to be asking a very pertinent question this morning. Is there a time, an expiry date for men? And what are men who are able-bodied, successful, waiting for?
And I want to say decisively for all the male folk watching this, that was dragged into this conversation screaming and protesting everywhere possible. So please take that into advisement before we move ahead.
Is there an age that a man expires? You know how women are constantly being...
It's in different contexts.
Okay.
There's an European version of it. There's an American version of it. There's an African version. Okay. An European version, because basically, and I'm going to circumvent your question for a second. She's really not helping about that.
Okay.
An European version of it, obviously, toes a lot more around the blueprint that they're raised with. That is total freedom, where basically you do this when you're ready, when psychologically, spiritually, mentally, physically, you're ready. For the American version, that is the abridged version, where basically it boils down a lot to your finances, as well as I think your bio clock as well. They're very serious about, basically I'll also angle it down to the black man, the typical American black man. By his early 20s, he's got a couple of kids or three in certain places, whether married or not. So it works that way for them. For the African man, now that's a whole different version. That's a whole different version, because you have different pressures you're dealing with. You have the peer pressure, you have the biological pressure, you also have the family pressure, you have the financial pressure. Now, when you put all this into consideration, I think we are obviously the worse for wear for it. We're the ones that basically you have to put so much into making a marriage work. It becomes such an uphill task on the man to perform admirably from one stage to another. And I think that more than anything else is the reason why, it's a tough one.
Interesting.
What would you call the age? Myopically now, maybe because I'm in the coaching space, I'm not supposed to judge anybody, but before this space, I used to feel like if somebody walks up to me and says, I'm about to marry a 40-year-old man, I'll be like, what was he doing before 40? My thought is, whatever it is you're trying to get together, there's this saying, a fool at 40. At 40, you should, as a man, be able to summon up the confidence of level of I'm a man.
But is that ideology that obviously places the wrong pressure on the African man?
So Jim, let's talk close.
Is that ideology, seriously?
Let's talk close. So whether a man is 40, whether he's 20, he falls in love, shouldn't marriage be the next thing? Should long-term dating be the next thing?
No, the narrative changes considerably from generation to generation. Our fathers had it easier. We all know. I'm not, please, by no means should anybody take this the wrong way. No, they did. They did, I promise you. It was basically in black and white then. They were not under the same pressure that we suffer today, because it was so easy for them. You meet someone you like, okay? You do the right thing. You go to the family, make your presence known, and the next stage is marriage.
Yes.
Now, ours, there's so many variables in between. There's so many gray areas.
Right.
And then there's so many exposures to so many windows that you can't begin to fathom what you're dealing with.